Kia ora everyone, it's Chris and Sam here. This is a quick roundup of what's been happening in the housing market over the past month. So Sam, let's get into it. First up, we've got house price trends from Real Estate Institute.
Yeah, so this is the May data. There were 7,200 homes sold, and that was 9% higher than May last year, so slight improvement on activity. And as for prices, they were pretty much flat, slightly down in New Zealand. It's 763 median house price, and for Auckland it's 975,000.
Yeah, cool. So pretty sort of flat stats relative to what we saw in the recent months.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, cool. And then supply of homes for sale is obviously the big headwind that's been hitting the market over the past sort of 18 months. Sam, how are we sitting on that at the moment?
Yeah, so there were 34,400 homes for sale at the end of May, which is higher on the same time last year and about 38% higher than a normal May year.
That's basically just introducing that headwind for buyers, a lot of choice out there in the market at the moment and less pressure on them. And yeah, that's been a persistent issue for 18 months now?
Yeah, quite a while now.
Yeah, quite a while. Other than that, on interest rates, so OCR currently 3.25%. If you look across the major banks, so 1 year fixed rates typically sitting just under 5%, and then the other rates out to 5 years just under 5.5%. So quite a sharp drop compared to what we saw maybe a year ago. Good for the market, but just fighting off against that supply of homes for sale at the moment. Other note is that we had the Auckland region CVs released over the past couple of weeks, and if you want to learn a bit more about that, you can check out our video where we do a little deep dive into that topic. Cool. And then just to kick us off into the sales snapshot, Sam. So this one is looking at sales around the median house prices.
Yeah. So for New Zealand, the median house price is 763,000, and for around that price, you can get 86 Gene Archie Drive in Rolleston, Canterbury. Affordability meets modern comfort and style. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on 500 square meters. It's a fantastic home in a sought-after location. Expansive open plan design and desirable north-facing orientation. This one was marketed by Nick Booth from Bayleys Rolleston.
Yeah, cool. And then up in Auckland, so median house price was $975 over the past month. For that money, you could get 17 Resnik, Crescent and Huapai. So reserve facing, sunlight tracing, move-in ready. 4 beds, 2 baths on 200 square metres, freehold duplex property with 10-year master build guarantee. This one was marketed by Chris Head from Bayleys QMU and Jim and Matt from Bayleys Northwest. Next up, worth just checking in on the outlook for the market. So Sam, how would we sum up the situation at the moment?
Yeah, so on the positive side of things, interest rates have come down quite a bit, which is putting through a bit more confidence and helping on the activity side. But I guess on the not so good side is the high supply of homes for sale is kind of putting less pressure on pricing and a little bit less pressure on buyers to make decisions. Yeah, we're kind of seeing that gap of price expectations between buyers and sellers still.
Yeah, 100%. And that gap is almost not improving despite interest rates coming down. Like we would have thought it would have closed, but actually both parties have sort of got their expectations lifted. So in the short term, feels that with that situation, probably just prices sideways for a while. Yeah,
until that stock kind of clears out a little bit more.
Yeah, 100%. And that could take like a solid 6 to 12 months to really take that pressure off, given where the supply is at the moment. So good thing though, stable market, nice to transact in, things aren't getting out of control. So that is one benefit at the moment. So look, to wrap up our little update, so we've got property of the week. So Sam, what have you got for us this week?
Yeah, so in Auckland, I've got 238 Point Wells Road, 1 level resort living on 2 acres, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms with a 4-car garage. Beautifully renovated family home, perfectly blending style, space and functionality. Beautiful home. If you're interested, you can get in touch with Heather Walton Bycroft from Bayleys Omaha Beach.
Then for me, I'm down in Arrowtown. I've got 9C Caernarvon Street, a crafted masterpiece in coveted Arrowtown. 3 beds, 2 baths and 500 square metres, high-spec newly built residence in the heart of historic Arrowtown, elevated for privacy and breathtaking views of the hills. If you want to learn more, contact Cheryl Williams from Bayleys Frankton or Nick Newman from Bayleys Arrowtown. With that said, we'll wrap it up here, so thanks very much, Sam.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
Sweet, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.